Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is MK4 Modder coming at you again for another video today. It is springtime and we are going to get working on the Jetta here. I've got a bunch of projects planned for it, and this is going to be video number 1 and the start of the springtime project. So let's go ahead and get rolling on that. The first thing we're going to start working on, the big project, is going to be a front mount intercooler install. So we're going to get started today. It's a little chilly out. Been waiting for some warmer weather, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. So I have the whole weekend off and I'm going to get started working on this thing. I've been looking forward to doing this to this car for quite some time. Front mount intercooler has kind of always been on the list, and I finally got one. I did pick up an eBay kit, so you know, don't be too judgmental yet on it. We're going to go ahead and get this thing put in and see how it performs. You know, for $200 you can't really complain with what you get. So anyway, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to have to do to get started on this front mount intercooler install is we are going to have to remove the front bumper. Well, obviously it's a front mount intercooler, so it's got to go behind the bumper. So first thing, we got to get this thing off. First step to getting that off is you're going to want to come along to the side here, and there are 4 torque screws holding the fender liner to the bumper. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a T20 Torx and our ratchet wrench. We don't have to take the tires off to get to these. You can pretty much sneak a wrench in there to get these things out. So let's go ahead and do that. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze with the tire on, but it can be done. You could also clock the wheel either inwards on both sides just to get to them, give yourself a little extra room, especially if you're lower on coilovers or something. You're not going to have as much room as I have. I did air up the front suspension all the way just so I could get in here, and it's going to give me a little bit of room to work as well. All right, so there you go. 4 torque screws. T20 Torx is the head. Go ahead and do it to this side. This is the passenger side, and I'm going to go ahead and go over to the driver's side and do the same. All right, guys, so now that we have gone ahead and removed all the screws that hold the fender liners to the bumper, I'm going to go ahead and move up top here. The next portion I'm going to do is removal of the grille. Now, if you still have the belly pan and side skirts, side engine protectors, I should say, attached to the bottom of the car, you're also going to want to get underneath there and remove that as well to get the bumper off. I haven't had the skid plate or the splash guards for the engine on this car since I've had it, so I'm not going to be able to show you exactly how to do that. But underneath there's going to be a few more torque screws. They're all T20, and that belly pan's going to attach itself to the front of the bottom lip of the bumper. It's really easy to remove. You just got to get underneath the car and pull all the screws off and slide that out. Okay, so now that we're past that point, say you've gone ahead and moved all the screws holding the fender liners in, and you've removed your belly pan if you have one, we're going to go ahead and remove this grill. So the first thing we got to do to get this grill off is we're going to have to remove the hood latch here. You can see it right here, and it is attached via this spring, and it just comes up and it forks to this bar. So we're going to take our screwdriver here, and we're going to go ahead and just split that off. Once you split this off, it comes out, and then there's a little pin inside. So as you can see here, slide this out, pry it out. The little pin that is attached in there did drop in there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get that out here in a minute. So now that once we have our latch attached, we can go ahead and start removing the grill. And in order to remove this grill, you're going to want to basically start kind of prying from the corners here. It's going to pop. We're going to go to the other side and give it a pop. Okay, I'm stuck here. There we go. I fought with it for a minute. Pop this clip, pop this clip, pop this center clip. It's going to go ahead and pop out and come right off. There you have it. Grill is out. So we're going to go ahead and put this off to the side and put it in a safe place where it's not going to get damaged. All right, now that we got the grill off, we have access to the 5 screws that hold the bumper into the frame. There's one here, 3 on the bottom, and 1 on the other side. is a T30 socket that I'm going to be using. You can use a screwdriver as well, but a ratchet's going to help get these bolts out. So we're going to go ahead and start up here. Alright, now that you've got all of these bolts out, I got a little preemptive and it kind of slipped forward on me, but once you've got these 5 bolts out, you're going to want to basically grab in the middle here and pull the bumper towards you. It's held on both sides by a couple of sliding tabs that lock it into place and hold it on. When you do so, we're going to take it off ever so gently. We're going to watch out for the side marker lights, which are still connected. So we want to be careful not to pull too hard on the bumper and yank those wires out. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a wiggle. On both sides, straight down to the ground with it. And that's going to enable me to go off to the side here and disconnect the marker lights over on the sides. Alright, so as you can see over here on the side, these are the tabs that the bumper slides into and slides off of. Alright, now that I got you over here, if you can see, but right here is our side marker light that is still connected to the car, but we can go ahead and twist and disconnect that. Just to disconnect that from the bumper, we're going to do the same on the other side. Alright, now our bumper is disconnected. We can go ahead and pull it off the car. We're going to lift this up, put this over somewhere safe where it's not going to get all scratched up. Alright everyone, so there you have it. We have our bumper completely removed. This process can take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to get this done and get this off. So we got our bumper off, and now we are ready to really start digging into getting the front mount intercooler onto the car. The intercooler itself is going to mount down here underneath this steel frame. One thing that I'm going to mention that I am missing in this car that you may have once you remove your bumper is a big styrofoam piece that goes on top of this. I lost it last time I had it off. I think I put it in my garage and somehow it ended up getting thrown away or something. So that piece is missing for me. So if you don't see that here, don't be surprised if you have one, because you're supposed to have one. It's supposed to be there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next segments in this video of running the piping and putting the intercooler in and all the other things that I'm going to be doing. So keep an eye out for new videos. Click the subscribe button if you want to see those and keep up to date. Click the like button if you like this video, and we will see you on the next one.